Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a kind and gentle girl named Cinderella. She lived with her stepmother and two stepsisters, but they were not kind to her. While her stepsisters wore fine dresses and went to grand parties, Cinderella had to do all the chores, sweeping, scrubbing, and cooking from morning till night. But she never complained, for she had a heart full of kindness and dreams. As her stepsisters left for the ball, Cinderella sat alone, wishing she could go too. Just then, a soft golden light appeared, and out of nowhere, a kind and gentle fairy godmother stood before her. Do you think Cinderella should give up on her dreams? As her stepsisters left for the ball, Cinderella sat alone, wishing she could go too. Just then, a soft golden light appeared, and out of nowhere, a kind and gentle fairy godmother stood before her. Don't be sad, my dear, she said with a warm smile. You shall go to the ball. With a wave of her wand, the fairy godmother turned Cinderella's old dress into a sparkling blue gown and her worn-out shoes into beautiful glass slippers. Even the pumpkin in the garden turned into a golden carriage. When Cinderella arrived at the ball, everyone stared in awe. She looked like a princess. The prince noticed her immediately and said, "Would you like to dance?" Cinderella and the prince danced all night, laughing and twirling across the ballroom floor, but suddenly, dong dong! The clock began to strike midnight. Cinderella rushed down the stairs, but one glass slipper fell off her foot. She disappeared into the night, leaving the prince holding the tiny, sparkling shoe. The next day, the prince searched the kingdom for the girl whose foot fit the slipper. When he arrived at Cinderella's house, her stepsisters tried to squeeze into the shoe, but it didn't fit. Then Cinderella tried it on, and it fit perfectly. Cinderella and the prince were married and lived happily ever after. Her kindness and courage had led her to a wonderful new life. And as for her stepsisters and stepmother, they learned that being mean never leads to happiness. With a grateful heart, Cinderella turned to the fairy godmother and smiled. Thank you for believing in me. And so, Cinderella's story reminds us all, kindness, hope, and a little bit of magic can change everything.